15th question, what is the middle term in the expansion of 1 minus 3x plus 3x square minus x cube power 2n? Now, if you observe this carefully, now if you look at this carefully, it is nothing but 1 minus x the whole cube. Yes, from your lower class knowledge, immediately you can say that this is a minus b the whole cube. It is in the form 1 minus x whole cube, and to the power of this there is 2n, and therefore this is nothing but 1 minus x power 2n into 3. So, this is 6n. Now, they are asking what is the middle term in this expansion, or which is same as finding the middle term in this expansion. Okay. Now, since the power of the binomial is 6n, so now since the power of the binomial is 6n, now there will be 6n plus 1, always the number of terms in the expansion will be 1 more. So, there will be 6n plus 1 terms in the expansion, and in that 6n plus 1 terms you have to find which is the middle term. So, again we will divide this by 2. If you divide this by 2, you will get this as 3n plus half. Now, there cannot be 3n and a half term. That means the term should be 3n plus 1, because always the term is a whole number. Therefore, the middle term will be nothing but 3n plus 1. So, therefore, 3n plus 1 term is the middle term. So, this question is as good as asking the middle term, it is as good as asking 3n plus 1th term, and we know for 3n plus 1 term the value of r will be 3n, because always the formula for the term is tr plus 1. So, if you want 3n plus 1th term, r should be equal to 3n, so that the term will become 3n plus 1. So, therefore, the value of r is 3n. Okay, now we can substitute this in the general formula. Tr plus 1 is equal to ncr x power n minus r into a power r. Now, the value of n is nothing but 6n. C. The value of r is nothing but 3n. The value of x represents the first term here, that is 1, power n minus r, that is the difference of this 6n minus 3n, into a is nothing but minus x, power r is again 3n. Okay. So, now we can see whether this option is there. So, therefore, you can see that option A is the answer. So, therefore, this is 6n C3n, 1 power anything is 1, so you can forget this. So, therefore, this is minus x power 3n, and from here we can see that option A is the answer. Nevertheless, you can remember this. If you remember this as a shortcut, you could have done this problem in just 2 seconds. So, sometimes method is also important, sometimes shortcut also is important. So, the middle term, so okay, I will write MT. So, the middle term in 1 plus x power n, okay, here very important, n should be even, that is very important. When 1 plus x power even comes, the middle term is given by, very simple, it is nc n by 2 x power n by 2. So, this is how you can write the middle term. Okay, now we will see, we will check with this. So, you can see that 6n is even. So, 6n is an even number. So, therefore, if you put 6n here, this is 6n c, half of 6n. If this is n by 2. So, if this is 6n, this will be 6n by 2, that is 3n into x power, again this same index should be written here. So, this same index should be written here. Okay. Now, in this case what happens is, there is a minus x here. Therefore, what happens is, instead of x, we are going to get minus x here, and hence we will get option A as the answer. So, this is a little speeder method of doing this same question.